guys hear me? Oh, God, man. Loud and clear. Okay. All right. All right. How did Wemby only take one shot in the fourth? He only took one because he was tired, dude. I mean, Wemby. I don't know. No. It wasn't that they stopped finding Wemby. Guys, Wemby has been tired. It's not that they've stopped finding him. He's literally been tired. Like, even if you recall, like at the end of this game, he had like a crazy turnover. It was like, okay, he never does that. He just traveled. It was like he rarely ever travels like that. Yeah, he's had allergies too, but no, he's also been tired. Like, he's gassed. I mean, it could be the allergies for him being gassed too, but I mean, it's not that they stopped finding him. Like this hasn't been a problem earlier in the season, right? Like, Wemby got shots off. It's just that once we get to the third and the fourth quarter, it's just he's tired. I mean, he had like 12 points in the first half, and then the entire second half scored 6 points. He was just tired. It had nothing to do with like anyone not finding him or not trying to give it to him. It was, I don't know. Really, that game just kind of came down to they're just better. They're just a veteran team that's better. I mean, they did to us what we used to do to other teams, other young teams, right? Like, yeah, we kind of keep you in the game. You don't want to keep us in the game, but yeah, you whatever. You know, not exerted too much energy, just playing the right way. And then our stars go ahead and pick it up in the fourth and go ahead and finish this thing. And that's what they did. Once they turned it up a notch, we couldn't match the intensity. At that point, we were just too tired. I mean, Jimmy Butler just got hyperactive by the end of the game. That's what contenders do. That's what contenders do. So it is what it is. I'm not even upset with us at all. It's like, it doesn't really feel like anything we could have done other than some untimely turnover. Like, it's like the same stuff, right? It's like the same stuff. It's not going to just change overnight. It's just the same stuff. We only had half a season with this group. It's just the same stuff. Being young. That's it. We just couldn't match the intensity. They turned it up a notch and we couldn't match it. Same story every game. Yeah, it's the same story. It's nothing new. Yeah. I mean, I know it's like much easier if we could like pinpoint, okay, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is what's going on. If we tweak this thing, that changes. No, it's all experience. Like, there's nothing the Spurs could do at this point to be so much better than what they are. Like, it's nothing. I'm not trying to be mean. It's nothing. It's nothing they can do. It's over. Yeah, it takes time. Exactly. Blinders on. They don't pass to Wemby. Stop lying. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Wemby was like literally gas in this game. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. They give Wemby the ball. He gets the ball. I don't even know if we could find. How do we find touches? I don't know if we can do touches in this specific game. I know we could do touches for the entire season, but I don't know if that will come up yet. I don't think it would. I don't know if we can find touches for an individual game. He was gassed, but they don't pass it to him. Both can be true. Look, everybody on our team just played horrible by the end of it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And it's also going to be hard to give Wemby the ball if he's not like. One thing about Wemby is he's really great at getting. I mean, I know he's freakishly tall, right? But he's really great at getting open, and he uses a lot of off-ball cuts and maneuvering to get in position. When he's tired like that, he's not in position. He's almost like floating out there. He's just too tired. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's just too tired. I mean, he touches the ball. If you mean that they're not like force feeding him the ball, then I mean, possibly not. But he's not really in position to be force fed. I mean, I don't know. He's just kind of floating out there when he's tired like that. He makes a lot of mistakes offensively. That's it. They pass to him. I mean, I just don't know. I just don't know what you mean by like they don't give him the ball. They pass to him. I wish I could just like prove this through the numbers just so you can see what I'm talking about. He get touches. It's like the at the end of the game, it was a lot of like poor execution. It was a lot of like, this player touches the ball, passes it once, don't do anything. Everyone did it. Even when Wemby got the ball, he did it. He did it. He got the ball and it was turnover. Gosh, I don't even know if we can find it this quickly, but let's see. Maybe we just do. I don't know if it won't come up in a play-by-play. That's the frustrating part. Yeah, let's see. Control find. All right, so we're talking about the fourth quarter. All right. Let's see. I mean, this is the best I can do right now. All right, so Wemby entered the game. Defensive rebound. He had the ball because he got fouled. He shot free throws. And then he missed a 19-foot jumper. And then he came out of the game, almost a minute later. Wish they would show like pass from whoever. But yeah. So let's see. Then he comes back in the game. Then after that, defensive rebound. And then like 30 seconds later, he traveled. And then after that, about a minute later, he came back out of the game. He wasn't in very long before, everything went down. So after that, you see Trey Jones 3-point jumper. I don't remember who passed him the ball. Keldon Johnson defensive rebound. Devin Vassell missed 3-point shot, which I believe that was an open shot from my recollection. I think that was a wide open shot that Devin Vassell missed. I don't know if Wemby touched the ball there. Like I just think this is silly. He's getting the ball. The ball is in Wemby's hands. He gets the ball. It's just not force feeding it to him. And to be honest, Wemby's been too tired in the second half to rely on him offensively over the last few games. But before that, I feel like the Spurs, he was like taking over at the end of games, he's just tired. He's tired. He's sick. That's all it is. And you talking about like when you say like, well, Wemby didn't get the ball in the fourth quarter. It's like, well, at the beginning, yeah, he did. Obviously, he got the rebound. He had 2 missed free throws. And this is tired. This is him being tired, by the way. And then he missed a jumper. Like, he's getting the ball. This one right here, yeah, and then Keldon tipped it back in. Yeah, like, and then not that long after that, he's taken out of the game. He's tired. He comes back 3 minutes later. He enters. He travels. And then he goes to sit down again. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. He only played, let's see. Once he entered, that's about 2 minutes of playing time. And before that, yeah, he played maybe like 5 minutes. 5-6 minutes in the fourth. Like, he was just tired. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not he's tired of this team. No, he's just tired. He's just tired. Okay? He's just tired. He's never had to play this many games this close for this long. They're on the road constantly. He's just tired. That's it. And then he already said like his allergies are acting up. He's tired. And we already knew before the season started conditioning was going to be a problem. Right now, our best bet is leaning on Devin Vassell offensively. That's our best bet. He's our best offensive player right now. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's fine. Like, and it's no like knock on Wemby. It's just, yeah, he got to work on conditioning. Like, but we all knew that. He knew that. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So yeah. So like I said, Wemby is getting the ball. I think you're just having. I mean, I know it's like the game just came off not that long ago, but it's kind of revisionist history a little bit. We lost, therefore Wemby didn't get the ball. No, Wemby got the ball. He just sat immediately because he was tired. And then when he entered again, he traveled. And then he sat again. Like, he barely played. Clan, when you going to do videos on upcoming drafts? I really want to get into, like, the upcoming draft closer to when the season's over. Because you guys already know, I try to upload videos twice a day. And it's kind of hard to do that if I'm not focused, like hyper focused on the Spurs. Because it's a lot of Spurs stuff to talk about anyway. So I won't stress about it. Maybe like near the end of the season, then we'll like ramp it up. And then that'll give us a chance to watch more of these college teams too, and take a look at how people are by the end of it. Right now, my favorite, excuse me, my favorites are Cody Williams, Matas Buzelis. Gosh, I'm blanking. Stephen Castle. I like Dillingham. Those are kind of my top right now. I like Holland too, but Wemby got the ball late. Ball gets there too late for him to actually do anything. No ball IQ from those role players. Are we talking about the fourth quarter? Dude, Wemby was so gassed in the fourth quarter until I could barely. Maybe this is what it's coming down to. I'll be honest with you. I don't have enough energy for it. Like, I can barely care. Wemby was so tired in that second half till I can barely care about, is Wemby getting enough touches? I don't know. I think he is. Fourth quarter, he made a lot of mistakes. It's fine. Why is he so gassed? Number one, allergies. So that's number one. Number two, he's never had to play this extensive of games before. I think his entire season in France was what? 40 games? 50 games? So he's reaching that point. And the NBA is just very hectic. He said it himself. He said it's more of a mental game than even physical, you know? Like, it's like the travel. You got to do this, to this, to this, to this, to this. He looks much better than he did at the beginning of the season. And he has a lot of mental toughness. But, you know, this is all new to him. He's not used to it. That's all. Yeah, that's why he's gassed. So, dealing with a sickness and allergies along with not being used to this grind. And usually this is around where the rookie wall hits. It's like right on par. Like, I know that we see him as an alien. We joke about that a lot, but he is human. Like, the rookie wall was going to come. And funny enough, if the rookie wall looks like 18 points, 13 rebounds, and like 3 blocks, I'm okay with it. But he's just hitting a rookie wall. That's all. And he's tired. 46 games, and they only play 1 to 2 games a week. Oh, there you go. You mean overseas? Yeah, see, it's completely different. So it's a lot of games hitting them at once. So he's already surpassed the games he's used to. So that's all. So if he looks tired to you, he is tired. He is tired. Wemby wasn't tired today. Wemby was very tired today. Wemby was gassed. I don't know. I mean, I know he's so impressive that like you look at his statistics and it's like, oh my goodness, he did so well. He wasn't tired. He was tired. He did. Usually what I'm accustomed to when it comes to Wemby, especially in the fourth quarter, is for him to just make a gigantic impact. Also, keep in mind that a big chunk of the season, he only had like 21, 24 minutes per game. And then bumping that up to 30, he hasn't been used to that yet. I guess that's where the per 36 stuff kind of falters a little bit. You don't really equate for it. Doesn't equate for if this player is like tired or anything, or, you know, it's just like if they keep up this type of efficiency, this is what their stats will look like. But that's not necessarily going to be the case with Wemby, who's not used to this. But no, dude, he's definitely gassed. I don't know. His feet aren't underneath him. I mean, he's like an 80% free throw shooter, and in quite a few of these recent games, he's missed free throws late. Like, his percentage goes down. I wonder if we can... Hold on. That's a question. I think we can look at this up. Let's see. Oh, wait. Why am I on Wikipedia? I might be able to see this. It might be interesting to look at. Let's see. What would it be? Splits? Or would it be tracking? Hold on, let me see. Free throw attempts. Free throw made. Okay, so averaging this season, he's an 80% free throw percent shooter. Let's see, date range. Let's do last 4 games. It seems like that's when he's been the most tired. If I'm wrong here, I'm wrong here. Game situation, quarters. Let's do fourth quarter. All right, his percentage goes down a whole like 13%. 13.3%. It goes all the way down to 66.7%. Let's see. I know it's only like averaging 1.5 attempts. Let's see. What should we do? Maybe we can do the last 10 games. I can't remember when he got off minutes restriction. I don't think it was 10 games already. That's 69%. Yeah, when did he get off minutes restriction? Wembanyama. Do you guys remember what game that was? Last 5 games? It was right after Philly. Okay. Let's see. So how many games would that have been? Philly, let's see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can do the last 8 games. Oh, we got 10. Let's do 8. Yeah. Free throw, you can see his free throw percentage in the fourth quarter has been 60%. Now, he's been tired actually in the whole second half of these games. So I wonder... Let's see what it is in the first quarter of the last 8. %84.6%. So yeah, I think my theory is pretty spot on. I think free throw shooting is a good indication of how tired I think he is. He just looks different. So first quarter, he's averaging nearly 85% from the free throw line. Second quarter, he's averaging 87.5 from the free throw line. Third quarter, so nearly 90% from the free throw line. So third quarter, that's when I felt like he got tired, but no, 90%. So maybe it is just the fourth quarter. And then the fourth quarter, so he's shooting very well the first 3 quarters. We can do by half too. And we know the fourth quarter went all the way down to 60 something percent, but let's see. Second halves. That third quarter is actually helping them. Oh, shoot. I was like, why didn't it change? That doesn't make sense. All right, so 75% free throw percentage. So yeah, it's dipping. It's dipping from nearly almost high 80s, nearly 90, down to 75% in the second half of these games, the last 8. I can count at least 13 games losing by 12, 10 or less. Those games had starters with 6 points or less. We shot 10-40 from 3-2. Winnable games, just no ball experience from these scrubs. I think it just also just comes down to experience. I mean, I'm gonna be completely real with you guys, okay? When I say experience, I'm not talking about, oh, if our bench get a little bit more experience, all of a sudden we win games. No, we definitely need more talent, okay? Like, the bench has to be scraped. I am hoping and praying that tomorrow there are some trades just to kind of start scraping this bench. Give some minutes to City Sissoko if you can. Allow Don Barlow to get some more minutes. Just people that we know are going to be part of something, later on. Just allow them to do that. I'm not expecting the Spurs to be a super talented bench or a better bench this season. I'm not. I don't think it's that quick of a fix. But I do think that, if we're not getting much utility out of playing Doug McDermott and Chetty Osman. Like, I don't know what we're getting out of it, really. You know what I mean? Like, that's my only thing. I just don't think we're getting much out of those two. So, screw it. Just allow the young guys to play. That's all I'm really worried about. When I say experience, I mean, we could have won this game if Wemby and Devin Vassell, had more experience together and they knew how to finish these games more efficiently. We would. You can hide a lot of mistakes from your bench or the role players if your stars are good enough or experienced enough. But there's like no fix right now. There's no fix. There's no quick fix. Nor do you want a quick fix, mind you. Now, I've been very adamant that I think getting Trae Young would be perfect. I still don't think that's a quick fix. I don't think that you get Trae Young right now, first and foremost. I think that you probably need to wait it out till next season until he gets frustrated enough. And then at that point, you can kind of weigh out your options. Like, do we want Trae Young? Do we want to hold on to this 2025? I mean, the Hawks' future is in our hands, right? So we can just kind of dangle it over their heads for a little while if we want. Like, seriously, like, we just do whatever we want. Like, we just wait. There's no urgency in us having to do this. The perfect scenario would be you go into next season, like, we get our wing that we need. Okay, we desperately need. And then you go into next season, you wait it out, and in due time, Trae Young will say, I want out. I want to go to the Spurs. And then that's when you have all the leverage in the world to do what you want to do. Think about it. DeJounte Murray, he wanted to go to Atlanta. Teams knew that DeJounte Murray wanted to go to Atlanta. Wait, did they know that? No, actually, they didn't know that. No, DeJounte wasn't open about that. We knew that he was friends with Trae. Yeah, Atlanta didn't really have any leverage. Atlanta was really dumb for making that trade, by the way. It was so obvious it wasn't going to work. I didn't hyper focus on it, like, on the channel or anything, because I was just cool with the trade. I was like, cool, we're finally about to tank. Like, let's just do this. So I didn't talk about it too much, but just telling you, amongst my circles and the people I talked to, I harped on how bad of a trade that was. Like, that was so bad. That was such a fleece. I think maybe we did like a couple segments on how that was a fleece, but that was a really fleece. I thought it was a fleece right when it happened. I was like, my God, you don't supposed to get this many first round picks for an all-star reserve. Like, that's crazy. Insane. Point guard Trae Young, shooting guard Vassell, small forward Buzelis, power forward Sohan, center Wemby. Oh, so beautiful. That is such a beautiful. Oh my God. That is such a beautiful lineup, dude. Oh my goodness. You know, before this season, a lot of people were saying, like, what if Sohan came off the bench? And I was thinking about this during this game, like randomly, mind you. Don't know why, but I was just thinking about this randomly. Sohan coming off the bench just didn't make a lot of sense to me. He's capable of doing it. Don't get me wrong. And I'm for it if he's coming off the bench as a point guard for the second unit. But he's not a scorer like that, you know? And it's like, if you want somebody to be a six man coming off the bench, I would assume that we would want him to be more of a scorer. With this team that we have right now, it always made more sense to me for Keldon to come off the bench. That was actually, funny enough, the lineup that we have right now is the lineup that I wanted the Spurs to have. I think minus Julian Champagnie. Who did I have? I don't think it was Julian Champagnie that I had at that position. Was it Doug? It might have been Doug. I don't know. I don't remember. Malachi? I don't think I said Malachi. I don't think I said Malachi. I don't see myself putting Devin Vassell at the small forward position. CP3 may also be a good mentor for Trey Jones. Nah, you don't want CP3. Can we stop the Buzelis hype? I don't think I've hyped up Buzelis that much. I just said I like him. I never even concretely said like this is the best possible option. I have a slight bias towards him after watching him and really enjoying his game, but I mean that can change. Like my opinion can change on it. I don't have anything set in stone. That I get like really frustrated when I see people like bring up random names every week. Like there's a new name every week because some college player had a good game. Like, I think Spurs, like, for instance, Spurs fans that bring up Topic all the time, I don't know if Spurs fans watched the full Topic game. Like, I actually went and watched some Topic. I don't see what people are talking about. He's great at finishing with his left. He's really quick off of the pick and roll. I get it. Good passer. But I don't know why Spurs fans want him so bad. I do not understand it. I'll be real with you. There's way better options, in my opinion. It just seems like, oh, this is a point guard. He's considered a really good passer. Let's get Topic. I do not understand it. I don't understand the mock drafts having us get him either. It's been a new name with the trade deadline too. Apparently everyone's coming to the Spurs. Yeah. Do you like Alex Sarr? I need to watch him a little bit more. But from what I saw, I liked him. Sohan is a good player. He is a good player. I think Spurs bring up Ricochet, God, I can never say his name, more than Topic nowadays, even Cody Williams. Yeah. I guess every now and then I still see Topic. I was just saying back when they were bringing up Topic all the time, I did not understand. I did not get that. I don't know what people liked in him. I didn't know what people liked in Collier either. That's why I kind of like sometimes ignore like when people bring up a new name and I'm like, I'll just find out on my own. Because Collier, it was a whole frenzy for like 2 weeks about Collier. And when I actually watched him play, I was like, there's not a lot of versatility to his game. Like, it's just like downhill. Not good defense. Like I said, my opinion can change. Guys improve. They look better or whatever. But I know when we were looking into Sohan, when we were going through all those draft prospects and we were going to Sohan, like I liked Sohan at the time. And not many people talked about him, or at least Spurs fans. I did not hear Spurs fans talk about him. But I really liked him. I was like, oh, he's really good. Like he's not going to be a shooter, scorer, nothing like that, but he's really good. Hey Clan, was your fam Spurs fans growing up? Nope. Mom doesn't like sports. Dad, he liked the Grizzlies, but it was just because being from Memphis. And he liked the Lakers, but only growing up and I think because of Magic. Yeah, he only liked the Lakers because of Magic. So no, I'm the only Spurs fan in my family. My entire family, mind you. So yeah, nope, I'm the only Spurs fan. Nobody got me on the Spurs. It just kind of happened. My brother was a huge Grizzlies fan. Not Grizzlies fan, I'm sorry, Lakers fan. He was a big Kobe fan. And not a Lakers fan, he was a Kobe fan, let's be real. So he loved Jordan in the 90s, and then he loved Kobe. And I like to see my brother suffer. So when Manu Ginobili would go against Kobe, I thought Manu was amazing. And over time, I also played with Manu on like some video game. I don't remember if it was a 2K one or live. It was probably 2K. And I was killing with Manu. And ever since then, I became a Spurs fan. Funny enough, when I didn't even know about the Spurs, I was watching, when I would see Tim Duncan on the court, I thought he didn't care. I was like, who is this dude? I was like, this dude doesn't even care. Like, he's just wandering around. He doesn't express anything. That's me new to it. Like, I was like, who is this? I was new to basketball in general. I didn't watch anything. I've been a Spurs fan before Duncan. I'm 35 now. Still remember watching games with my pops. 99 ship too. That's awesome. He said rest in peace to your pops. I'm sorry, man. The draft has no one I trade up for. This draft? Yeah, you won't have to trade up. What we need to trade up for? I don't think we would need to trade up. From what I hear, I mean, like I said, this is my own research, but from what I hear, the talent gap isn't that crazy in this draft. Like it's like very incremental, you know? You know, with like this past draft, it was like Wemby and then a big gap. I mean, I'm not saying like, you know, Scoot's trash or nothing, but we knew that there was a big gap there. And then even from the lottery picks on down, it was still some pretty considerable gaps as far as talent. But I hear that with this draft, everybody's pretty close, like late lottery and out. So just something to consider. Probably wouldn't take that much. And that would probably also feed into what you're saying. Like, what's the point of trading up? I only said that because chat was talking about it. Our pick should be high enough not to even trade. Oh yeah. Nobody knew what to expect once Wemby arrived. They'll make moves over the next couple seasons. Yeah, no one knew. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Like, that's one thing that frustrates me. It's like these expectations were crazy. I've been trying to find that quote from Popovich, and I don't know if it's a real quote. It came from Facebook, and I can't tell if it's a real quote. I agree with every word of it, but it seemed like something I would just say. So I'm like, is this Pop? You know what I'm talking about? We'll look at it in a minute. It's frustrating me because I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know. Very strange. Very strange. All right, guys. Big shout out. We got to do a big shout out, okay? We got a sponsor for the channel, sponsor for this live stream, and sponsor for this video. If it's uploaded later, I'm not quite sure. But Bet US. So big shout out to Bet US. There's actually a brand new promo that came up. So I wanted to tell you guys about that. So as you know, previously I said you will receive 125% bonus if you sign up with the link in my description. That's still the case, but there's more now. So if you join, all you have to do is type in the promo code once you join 125. You do that, and you won't only get a 125% bonus on your first transaction, but you will get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Actually, it's showing it right here. Yeah, Kansas City versus San Francisco. By the way, chat, who do you think is going to win? I've been disengaged ever since my Cowboys let me down once again. They let me down every year. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Kansas City. I feel like I will be comfortable with Kansas City. Chiefs. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with Kansas City. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kansas City on that one. Niners. Okay, all right. We're splitting the chat. Anyways, but yeah. So if you guys are interested, link in my description. Not only that, one other thing that I would love to mention is, like I said, join 125. All you have to do, use that promo code when you join up, and that's 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. But also, they'll give you a 10% insurance for your net losses if you're active for every 6 months. So all you have to do is just continue to be active, keep using it. I think about once a week, and then you'll get that 10% insurance on any losses that you had. So just go check it out. Really good deal going on, especially up to the Super Bowl. And it's really good stuff. And just out of curiosity, I always love doing this. Let's go to basketball and let's see the Spurs chances of winning the championship. It gotta get down to a point where like we're just not on this list anymore, right? Oh, we're still here. Okay, yeah, you'll make a lot of money. All right, as you can see, you can make a lot of money. Absolutely ridiculous. Sorry, I didn't actually put it in, but yeah, absolutely ridiculous. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, go check it out. Go check out BetUS. Great stuff there, and link in my description. Like I said, join 125. That's all you got to type in for the promo code. Great stuff. Thank you, BetUS. Thank you. All right. I don't even know if I want to go over like post game. Do we care? Trust the process? Yeah, trust the process. Do we care? I don't know. I don't know if I care enough. I don't know if I care enough, guys. No, we don't care. Yeah, I don't really care either. Buy Clans merch too. Yeah, do that. Do that. Dude, I have not shouted out my merch. Merch pops off when we're winning, but when it's not, I just kind of leave it alone for a little bit. But yeah, clanthemerchfan.com. A lot of merch. Clanthemerchfan.com. Good stuff. I think I got 2 orders that I'm catching up on. Well, it's 1 order, but it's 2 shirts. If you're in the chat, I'm working on it. I love you. All right, let's see here. Let's see what we got here. It's so tough to know what to talk about, especially with the deadline coming up. Let's see. Let's go to likes. Because things that I like. This is funny. This is funny. You can see Sohan fail. And then he ate some popcorn. Then he kissed this man on his head. He's so Polish. I don't know. I don't know if that's a Polish thing. I have no idea. All right. Okay. Yeah, is this real? I don't know if this is real. Okay. I don't know if this is real. And this dude who posted it, I've been seeing him like go on a hate mob about Greg Popovich. So I don't know if this is real. I have no idea. I'm very confused. Someone please. Yes, that is real. Where is it from? Where is it from? I can't find it nowhere. Why is DeJounte trending? Hold on. Make sure it's nothing crazy. I don't know why he's trending. Yeah, a little confused on why he's even trending. Yeah, I don't know. I saw that Drake was trending yesterday, and then I found out why. I was like, oh my goodness. That's for French media, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, here it is right here. Le Quipe? Le Quipe. Okay. Le Quipe. Greg Popovich. Oh my God, it's all in French. Okay. I trust Legion Hoops. I trust them. I think. So I'm going to assume that this is real. Chat's telling me this is real. I'm going to make the assumption based on chat and based on Legion Hoops that this is real. That this is what Popovich said. And I loved this quote so much that I retweeted it or reposted it, whatever you call it nowadays. And a lot of people were pretty upset, saying that it was clickbait or something, that it's not real. And I'm like, I have no idea anymore. So I just deleted it. I was like, I don't care. Whatever. I'll find out later. But it didn't change the fact that I agree with everything being said right here. All right. So apparently I can't find anywhere. And I even looked up Liquipit, but it's all in French. So he says Michael Jordan's first title came in his 7th year. Nikola Jokic just won his first ring, and it took him 8 years. See, this framing is just like, this is something we would say, right? Like somebody with a little bit of logic. Real or not is true. Exactly. We have every right to hope that things will go faster for Victor, but you can't skip stages. If it were that easy, you'd have a different champion every year. Our cycle of success has been long, stretching over 3 decades. At some point, you have to start from scratch. That's where we are today. And there was quite a few people, haters essentially, okay, saying that, well, Greg Popovich, which this drives me crazy. I'll be just real with you guys. People that bring up the fact that, but Popovich, you said that we were going to win games this year, that we were going to win a lot of games this year. And that's what it comes down to. And to that I say this. Number one, that's not what he said. And we can try to find the quote really quick. I'm sorry I don't already have it up. We can try to find it. But that's not what he said. He basically said that learning how to win is very important for the season. That's number one. But number two, even if that's what he said, even if Pop came out and his expectations were to win a bunch of games, okay? If his expectations were to come out and win 40 to 50 games, that's fine. I don't know why that's a problem. But at the same time, minds can change. I know that a lot of us weren't aware of how far behind some of our guys were as far as fundamentals. That in and of itself. But they are trying to win games. We are in positions where we try to win games. But it's at the point where we can't skip any steps. We're not as... The team isn't as sound as we might have thought they were. And that's fine. I don't know why this is a problem. And guys, I'm not trying to like go off tonight, okay? But this whole thing, don't agree, Pop needs to go. Who do you want to replace him with? Like, that's my main thing too. It's like you're so quick to say, get rid of Popovich, get rid of him, get him out of here. He's toxic. And every single player on the team loves Popovich. Every single player says that they're learning something from Popovich. And even then, Wembanyama, why do you think he wanted to come to San Antonio? I mean, just answer that. Why do you think he was so ecstatic to come to San Antonio? Why did he want to come to San Antonio over the Houston Rockets? It was in his face. It was very obvious. Churros and big old women. Exactly, July. Exactly. It's just the roster, guys. It has nothing. It has nothing to do with Pop. I mean, we can sit here and say all this. It has nothing to do with Pop. We got the Bucks who just hired Doc Rivers, dude. Like, would you rather have Doc Rivers? Like, who would you rather have? Nick Nurse? He just. Nick Nurse isn't touching Pop, and a lot of guys from Pop. I mean, a lot of these coaches that guys want, they're from Popovich's tree. And let's be real, big chunk of them aren't that successful, even with better teams. It's Pop. You don't really have an answer. Manu is the answer. What evidence do you have that Manu Ginobili would be a better coach than Popovich? What evidence do you have that Manu Ginobili would want to coach? What evidence do you have of any of that? Manu Ginobili coached a game. I remember that. Is it because that game winner he had with who was that preseason? This is like a vague memory of mine. Hold on. This is gonna bother me now. Manu Ginobili coaches game winner. Okay, this is Popovich coaching. What the heck was this? Manu Ginobili take over as coach for the Spurs on the final play of a game and draws up a game winner. Yeah, he did. But was this preseason? I don't remember why this happened. I'll be real with you. I do not recall why Manu coached during this play. Yeah, like where are we? It's got to be preseason. I don't know. Nonetheless, yeah, like I understand. It's just this like reactionary, like we're losing, therefore it's Popovich's fault. And it's like, no, just like any coach, you need talent. He doesn't have enough of it. It is what it is. Not much I can see from the Spurs right now that would make me think that it's Popovich. If anything, I am quite impressed with how well they're playing together with this lack of talent. Like, oh my God, our bench sucks, guys. Oh my God. And also, this is the first step into a rebuild. Like, you're not at that point where you have guys that's built around Wemby or for Wemby, right? Like, it's not. I think Devin Vassell was a good pick because he will fit with just about any team because of how he plays, his play style. Same thing with Jeremy Sohan. Good fit. He will play, and he's so young, but whatever. That type of player, that glue guy, any team can use a glue guy. Most teams try to have a glue guy, right? So it is what it is. But other than that, I mean, Trey Jones, obviously a solid point guard, bench player. And then you had, well, not bench player, but he'll eventually be a bench point guard. He's fine. He's doable. Even Keldon Johnson being like a more of a tech player off the bench to try to lead that bench unit. It's fine, but this is nowhere near enough talent for us to even think about, fathom us winning games. If anything, I was frustrated with Popovich last season because we were winning too many games at one point. But we had vets. Actually, I kind of want to go back on that. Because I know I mentioned it before. Oh gosh, can I not search it? I guess you can't. Can you search things on Twitter, on your own Twitter? I don't know. I know you can do it on your phone. I'm not going to be able to find it this way. It'll take too long. How do I find it? Okay. Okay, I found me. Tank Popovich. Yeah, I'm like, I found myself joking, but I know it was another post. But I just remember at the time we were doing pretty well, and it was like, dude, we're not even tanking correctly. It was frustrating. Ain't no way Collins is safe. Dude will not be a Spur for long. Yeah, I don't think Collins is safe. I would agree with that sentiment. He's a good passer as a big man, but we could probably use, an upgrade there, especially if it's going to be off the bench. The whole point of Collins was supposed to be like to stretch the floor, help stretch the floor with Wemby together. Not necessarily the case. And him being a power forward is kind of a weird position because I think Sohan will be the starting power forward. And then he's like a backup to Wemby, but he's really not a center. I don't know. And then you want to see Don Barlow get more minutes. And you don't want Collins to become like an end of the bench type guy. So I don't know. Spurs turn the ball over too much. They get so lazy and sloppy. And okay, I'm just trying to stay on the topic. That's true though. But yeah, anyways, Popovich is absolutely right. You guys saying that this is real. So he's absolutely right. Nothing I would change here. It takes time. Michael Jordan, Like, Michael Jordan haters will bring up how many times he lost up till the 90s, like till the day they die, dude. It was first round exit, first round exit, first round exit, maybe second round exit, and then first round exit, and then another second round exit. It was something like that. I don't know. But they will bring that up constantly. But you know what? He's still Michael Jordan. It just takes time. You got to build a team. You got to build a team. If if it was easy, you know, like you said, you have a different champion every year. You don't. And the Spurs trying to build a dynasty, so it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. Have been winning a very long time, though, so it was due to happen. This is right. This is true. Kurt Thomas over Zach Collins. Well, I'm not saying get rid of... First off, you can't get rid of Zach Collins yet, okay? So that's number one. How it's set up, you wouldn't be able to trade him now anyway. I'm just saying I don't think he's safe in the offseason. That's all. Yet. Yet. He's just not safe in the offseason. It's going to be a big shift, by the way. I'm expecting a lot of guys to be gone. Like, a lot of guys to be gone. I'm expecting a lot of guys to be gone. I'm completely content with it. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? We talked about that. Do you see us doing something tomorrow? I see us going out of our way to trade Doug McDermott and Chetty Osman, hopefully. Especially Doug. I feel like Doug would be gone. Maybe you can get a couple seconds. If you can get a late first, that would be perfect, but probably a couple seconds. Hopefully we can package those seconds in the future because we got a lot of second round picks. I don't know how much we're going to use them. Also, I think it's pretty interesting that they're saying Dennis Schroeder would only need like some second round picks. They would only need second round picks, which is crazy, but I'm with it. You can't tarnish Wemby's rookie season. He is by far the best rookie of the draft. It's not close regardless of the Spurs season. Tarnish his rookie season? What do you mean? He's going to get rookie of the year. He might even win the skills challenge. I mean, he's going to have a very successful rookie season. I mean, most rookies don't like win a lot of games anyway. If he don't win rookie of the year, that's going to tarnish his season. Yeah, for sure. But there's no reason for him not to win rookie of the year. The gap is even larger now. Like, the gap has gotten kind of crazy. Somebody said people will tarnish Wemby using this season. I'm so confused. So it wasn't Ruru that said that. Ruru said, no, it won't. It will just fuel him more. I wonder what people mean. I wonder what they mean by tarnish. What do you mean by tarnish? Like, I don't think anybody will look at rookie. Like, no one's going to care. I think Wemby could potentially end up being the greatest player of all time. Like, truly, unironically, I don't think anyone would care. Seriously. I don't think not one person will care that he had a bad rookie season. Not one. No one will care. No one will care. Yeah, that's a weird discussion you guys having about Wemby. Yeah, I don't think him having a bad rookie season tarnishes anything. I don't think it tarnishes anything. I do want to show you guys something though. Something that I did not expect. I'll be honest with you. I did not expect one person in particular to be on this awesome list from NBA University. But before we talk about that, I want to bring up our sponsor, BetUS. I want to bring this up really quickly because you guys already know if you use my link or the link in my description, you receive 125% bonus. But let's add on to that, okay? There's a brand new one, okay? And it has it right here. You can see it. So instead of getting on your first deposit, the 125% bonus, which you put in $100, obviously, that's $225 to play with. You can do it you can get 3 deposits, 3 bonuses, 125% bonuses on your first 3 deposits. All you have to do is just use the promo code JOIN125. Okay. Once again, use JOIN125 and you will get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. To add on to that, it gets even juicier. Okay. If you're working with BetUS and you're using BetUS for the majority, hey, I'm looking at Vic here. If you're using BetUS for up to 6 months, you will get 10% insurance on any losses. Okay. So all you have to do is be active for 6 months straight. That means maybe put in one once a week, and you will get that insurance on 10% losses. So go check it out. Link in my description. Join, and then type in JOIN125. Once again, JOIN125, and you will get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Just look at this, just out of curiosity. We did it a little earlier, but I love going through the website here. Let's go to basketball. I want to see what the Spurs are looking like. Let's see if it changed at all. All right, let's look at the 2023-2024 champion winner. All right, let's see what our oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's not what I want to look at. Here it is. Let's see. We're all the way down here. All right, so you can make bank. Okay, if you bet on the San Antonio Spurs winning the championship, you will make absolute bank. Don't do that. If I did it, dude, this is a really good year, honestly, to use this, because there's a lot of teams that this could get you paid. Like, for instance, let's see, 76ers probably a no-go. I don't know if I trust that one. And Embiid's out for what, 4 more weeks, I think. I don't know. I don't know if I trust that. Miami Heat will be a good one. Let's see. You got the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't know if that would be a great one. Bucks, I don't know. Nuggets, that's a good risk. I mean, that's a small risk, but it's a good risk. Clippers is a good one. I would get on that immediately, just me personally. But anyways, yeah, BetUS, link in the description. Check it out. Great stuff. How good are the Miami Heat? Well, they're good once the playoffs start, and that's all that really matters. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is kind of dope. Players 85th percentile of both offensive and defensive estimated plus minus. As you can see, you have Joel Embiid, SGA, Giannis, Kawhi, Donovan Mitchell, Paul George, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Porzingis, Derek White, Jalen Williams. So there you can see all these names. And one thing that they have in common is we're talking two-way ability. Now, this is where it gets pretty spicy, okay? Players 80th, okay, not 85th percentile in both offensive and defensive EPM. You got Scotty Barnes, Nurkic, impressive. That's what NBA University said. They said that's impressive. KD, Mikal Bridges, Devin Vassell, Van Fleet, Jared Allen. Okay, so I know that some of us have questioned whether or not Devin Vassell is a two-way player. I think that we can go ahead and just say, yes, he absolutely is. He is absolutely a two-way player. He has really stepped it up, mind you, in the past couple weeks on both ends of the court. This is just strictly the eye test I'm going off of, but man, oh man, he has looked very impressive. Just ramping it up. He's been incredible. I've really liked what I saw I'm seeing from Devin Vassell. He's not settling. I love the fact that on the offensive end, he'll take some threes. He'll jack it up. But if that's not going, he's finding a way to be effective. He's finding a way to get the ball in the basket regardless for his team. I think that he's finally woken up to the fact that this is your team, yours and Wemby's, but this is your team this season. Okay, we need you. You're the best scorer on this team. And at this point in the season, I think these guys talk to each other. They understand. They know what's going on. Wemby's gassed, man. Like, we've already looked at one indicator, which I think that this is a pretty good indicator of Wemby being gassed, is that his free throw percentage, it changes tremendously. If you're looking at him in the first half of the last 8 games, which that's when his minutes restriction kind of kicked up into gear, you can see that his free throw percentage is 86%. Okay, 86%, which is over his average. His overall average is like 80% around there. And if we look at his second halves, it dips all the way down to 75%. I don't think that comes down to pressure. Oh, is he getting more pressure on him? Oh, it's just the lights are too bright. No, he's just tired. He's tired. His legs aren't underneath him, even on jump shots. It's rough. It's rough. I didn't even notice this. You can see, not only the free throw percentage, 75%, field goal percentage, 35%. Let's actually take a look at what his field goal percentage is in the first half. Let's see. 54. So he's dipping from 54% all the way to 35. And this is where I say to people, don't be so quick to just assume that his teammates aren't finding him or not giving him the ball just because he's played poorly in the second half of last quite a few games. He's been sick with allergies. We all know that. But you topple that with the fact that he's not used to playing these many games. Someone in the chat brought up the fact that for a big stint when he was in France, he would play 1 or 2 games a week. It's completely different. The constant traveling, he's not used to it, and it's getting to him a little bit. And this is around the time where rookies hit that rookie wall anyways. Perfect timing for the All-Star weekend, let's be real. But yeah, you can see that his averages dip. They dip quite a bit. So with that being said, it's really important for someone like Devin Vassell to come in and take up that load. Actually, out of curiosity, do we want to see how Devin's performed? I brought it up, so now we got to do it. Let's see. We'll do Devin Vassell over the last 8 games. See if it's any better. Doesn't really matter, but we'll see. All right, let's go to NBA.com. I didn't have that prepared. Just came to me. All right, stats. Let's go to tracking. It's going to automatically do offense. We'll do... Oh, wait. Was it not tracking? Was it splits? It was splits. Let's see. Let's go outcome. No, we don't care about that. We'll do first half in the last... Where is it? All the last 8 games. Let's see. First half and last 8 games. (44% from the field, 22.7% from 3. Really? Huh. First half, his percentage from 3 is god awful. All right, let's see. And then let's go to second half, last 8 games. What does percentages look like? So his free throw percentage goes up. His 3-point percentage goes up. So yeah, so he is okay. So my theory, this is all the eye test, but it's good to get backed up by numbers sometimes. Okay. Yeah, we're leaning on Devin Vassell in the second half of games, and it's because Wemby has been very tired. Wemby has disappeared. Even not really. He's still present, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was right there. So yeah, just wanted to bring that up. You can see here, it's in the numbers. He is someone that we're relying on, that we're leaning on. Let's be real. All right, Jeremy Sohan. While I love me some Jeremy Sohan, I've been very adamant this entire time. He's not a scorer. That's why when he has performances where he puts up 30-something points, it's impressive because that just shows the potential there. Every time he does it, I'm like, oh my goodness, man, if it's all this can come together and he gets some years down his belt and he can become this and he can give you this on any given night, that's nasty. But that's not the type of player he is. That's not what I'm expecting him to be. All right. Every night he's giving the best defense on the court. He's doing his thing. He's a great glue guy. That's what you want him to be. And he just needs to build upon that. But we will never, and at least this is my opinion, if I'm wrong about this, I will be so happy to be wrong about this, but I don't think we'll ever be able to lean on Jeremy Sohan for scoring. It's like leaning on Draymond Green for scoring. And while Draymond Green has helped the Warriors in quite a few of his games since coming back, I wouldn't feel comfortable having to lean on Jeremy Sohan for scoring. That is not who he is, and he never was that, and I'm assuming he won't be that. If he can, that's cool, that's great, but that's not what we would need him for. But with Devin Vassell, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Draymond during Golden State Warriors peak, had a good 3-ball. Yeah, but they never leaned on Draymond Green to be a scorer, you know? Like, I do think that Sohan can be a catch and shoot 3-point shooter, somebody that you can't leave open, and that's all you can ask for. Like, that's all I want. I just want him to be somebody you can't leave open, because he does so many other things as far as passing the ball, using his size, utilizing his strength. His defense is on point. All that is great. Not worried about that. But as far as shooting, I just want him to be a threat. Just don't be able to leave him open. That's it. 3-and-D guy. Yeah. Just don't leave him open. That's all you can ask for. Just don't leave him open. I'm not expecting him to be Wemby. I'm not expecting him to be Devin Fizdale. Shoot, I don't even expect him to be able to score like Keldon necessarily. Like, because Keldon can go on the stretch weeks. I'm not even expecting him to do that. That's like the main thing Keldon can do, right? Like, I don't expect him to do that. Yeah, I don't know. That's why it frustrates me. Like, every time we bring up Sohan, like, he has to have a phenomenal game, like 8 for 11 from the field for people to say, hey, he's kind of good. It's like, no, he's been good. Knock it off. Mentioning Sohan with Draymond Green is beyond disrespectful. No, it's not. I think Sohan could be a Draymond Green. I mean, Draymond Green, don't get me wrong, now he's like phenomenal. But if we go back to Draymond Green's second year, I mean, he's very similar to Sohan, actually. Are we doing this? Just really quick. I usually don't do this, but we'll see player comparison NBA. And also, Sohan was garnering Draymond Green comparisons in the draft, by the way. Yeah, he was garnering Draymond Green comparisons a long time ago. I'm just saying that archetype. I'm not saying, like, I mean, what else would you compare him to? Who else would you compare him to? That's the closest comparison. I mean, I wouldn't compare him to, like, Ben Simmons. Let's see. Let's choose a season for each. We'll do, and Draymond Green was much older, mind you. We'll do second year, and we'll do Draymond second year. And you can just see it's pretty close, just statistic wise. Okay, just statistically, it's pretty close. Yeah, so we can see it right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's Jeremy Sohan on the right, Draymond Green on the left. Yeah, pretty doggone similar. And even if you wanted to go the year after, it's still similar. I think Draymond beats Sohan in certain areas, but as far as how they're distributed, how their points and how they're contributing to their team is distributed is pretty similar, like all the way around. And he's just on a terrible team, mind you, with the BPM, just terrible team. But yeah, no, they play pretty play pretty similar. I think Draymond is I mean, at this point, I would say Draymond was a better defender than Sohan. But like I said, he's older than Sohan too. And the only reason why Draymond, because I hate that argument where people are like, well, where were they placed in the draft? It's like, Draymond Green fell in the draft because of, like, the reason why he fell was his personality. It was because people didn't want to take a chance on him. I don't know. I hate that. It's like, if we start using that argument, like, you can't use draft, like we got to think about the draft positioning of every player before we compare them. It's like, will we not compare Nikola Jokic to Embiid? Or, like, would that mean that Jokic is free of criticism because he was a second round pick? That's insane. Like, we can't compare Manu Ginobili to other great players at that time in 2000s. Like, that's crazy. You don't do that. That's stupid. We don't do it for anything else. That's silly. Silly. Also, if people knew what Draymond Green was going to be in his career, I guarantee you he would have been a lottery pick. It's silly. It's stupid. It's dumb. Your expectations shouldn't shift to that degree. That's insane to me. You know, what the heck are we talking about? DeMar would be eating next to Wemby? To be fair, DeMar DeRozan would fit on any team. I mean, to be fair, he would be fine on any team. He needs a lot of talent around him. I don't know how well DeMar would do with this team. He would do fine. I mean, he's DeMar DeRozan, but yeah. Anyways, I don't know how we got on the Sohan thing. Kudos to for sale. He is a two-way. By far. All right. I'm hopping off, guys. That's it. That's the show. That's the show. I gotta go. I love you though, but I gotta go. Getting kind of late. I wanted to go to the gym earlier. I didn't get a chance to. I'm going right now. I'm not a big fan of Green's personality. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, I'm not either. I think he's dirty. That's what I don't like. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. He's super dirty. Oh, dude, uber dirty. Look at this. This is what I'm saying. Like, people don't get stuff, man. I hate Twitter, dude. It's a lot of cool people to interact with on Twitter, but it's like, oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure this is being sarcastic. Well, his name is Free Wemby. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, okay, God, I hate, this is what I'm saying. I hate looking at stats when it comes to a player like him. He's never going to have great stats. When he does, yeah, I'm like, whoa, he went off today. You know, I'll praise him for that. But I don't, that's not where most of his, utility comes from. Watch the game. His defense was great. Go back and see Jimmy Butler, okay? Jimmy Butler didn't try Sohan. He rarely tried him. He rarely tried Sohan. He didn't. Sohan is a really good defender. The whole game, he had clamps. He rarely tried him. If another player was on him, when Keldon was on him, he tried it every single time. When it was, who else was guarding him at one point? Malachi, tried him every single time. Yeah, so silly. It's like, look at his stats. Okay. All right. We're just going to be doing this forever. No one does this with anybody else. Like, we have these fond memories of everyone else. We remember everyone else as being, like, crazy great with us. I'm about to prove a point. People remember Boris Diaw and have these fond memories of Boris Diaw, how great he was. And if we were only basing it off of stats and not paying attention to anything else, you would think he was trash or just not that good. Like 2013, 2014, that's what we remember, right? 9 points, that's good, but 9 points, 1.5 turnovers, 0.6 steals, 0.4 blocks, about 3 assists, almost 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Great three-point shooting, 40% that year. 52% field goal percentage. And he was playing 25 minutes. If I just looked at stats and I had no context of what Boris Diaw did for the team, I would just say, oh, he was okay. You know, like I would just, oh, Boris Diaw was okay. But when you have that extra layer of context and you saw what he was doing on the court and how he benefited the team, I can say without a doubt he was very important in those runs. Very important. And I can say the same thing about Sohan. We're just losing right now, but I see everything that Sohan's doing on the court, and he is important to what we got going on for the future. He is. Boris clamped down LeBron, though. He did a good job on LeBron. He did a good job. That was mostly Kawhi's assignment, but he did a good job on LeBron. But you know what? Who else does a good job on LeBron? You want to know who else does a good job on LeBron? Obviously, you know what I'm about to say. You obviously know where I'm going. I don't even have to build it up. Yes, BetUS does a good job on LeBron. Yes, BetUS does a good job on LeBron. No, check this out. Control find LeBron. Oops. LeBron. All right. This is this season, okay? This season, when LeBron is being guarded by Jeremy Sohan, 0 for 5. Wait a minute. Why does that say 29? Oh, potential, partial possessions. Okay, got it. He had 2 points. 2 points, 0 for 5. He went to the free throw line twice and got an assist when he's guarded by Fasel. I mean, I'm sorry, not Fasel. I'm sorry. When he's guarded by Jeremy Sohan. Wait, something isn't right here. Why is it only showing one game? They played twice this year, didn't they? Or did LeBron not play one of those? Sorry, Clan, I failed you. It's okay. It's not a big deal. You're talking about the picks. It's okay. It was my fault too. What I'll do is I'll probably do it beforehand and then come back and do an extra one with y'all. Okay, so check this out. So 3 games played. This is last year. On the course of three games, he scored 12 points. He went 4 for 15 from the field. 4 for 15. That's a lot of LeBron guarding with 15 minutes or nearly 16 minutes. LeBron was out one of those? Oh, okay. Yeah, but like, as you can see, during that, it says 12 points. During that time, the team points 76. So he did a phenomenal job on LeBron. He's continued to do a phenomenal job on LeBron. So yeah, it's just like, yeah, let's just look at stats. You know, that's fine. Let's just look at stats. But I guarantee you, if Boris Diaw was on this team, y'all wouldn't think he was like, he had that much usage. You would think he's trash. And you know why? You know why you would think Boris Diaw is trash? You would think Boris Diaw is trash because Boris Diaw was a glue guy. And Boris Diaw needed talent around him to utilize his skills. You would have thought he was trash if he was on this team. I don't even know if he would have got to 3 assists a game. You would have thought he was absolutely trash. Because you're like, what's the point of him being out there? They would have took advantage of him on defense. He wouldn't have got, you know, we would still be losing. It's not like you add Boris Diaw and we're winning. It's just that we have fond memories of certain players. It's the same thing with freaking Marco Bellinelli. People loved Marco Bellinelli during the 2014 run. And then when we got him back, people hated him because it was like, oh, we don't look the same. It's like, no, we didn't. No, it's a different team. Nah, Boris would be passing lobs to Wemby. He was a great passer. So that's all it takes. You get what I'm saying, though? You see what I'm saying, though, Michael? Like, that's all it would take. Like, Boris passed some lobs to Wemby, therefore everyone would love him. It's insane. Meanwhile, you look at Jeremy Sohan, who is a better defender than Boris Diaw, by far, doing clamp jobs night in and night out. Donovan Mitchell, he killed Donovan Mitchell when they met. Same thing with Paolo Banchero. Paolo ended up getting those free throws at the end. He got a lot of free throws at the end, but I mean, he clamped him. No one cares about these clamp jobs because no one pays attention. They just look at stats. They look at how often did you throw Wemby a lob and what did your stats look like at the end of the game. That's it. How many times did you give Wemby a lob? That's what it comes down to nowadays. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Which, don't get me wrong, I would like Wemby to get more lobs. But right now, in the second half of these games, he's too tired to get them. I'm getting off, guys. I'm getting off. I got to go to the gym, and I don't want to go to sleep too late. I'll get with you guys later. Thanks for the love. Deuces, okay? Deuces. Deuces, deuces, deuces. Bye. Bye, bye.